In an age when the world had forgotten the language of the cosmos, the stars still remembered us. They remembered every soul, every story, every whispered promise made under their watchful gaze. And among the billions of tales etched in starlight, they held a special one. A story of two souls separated by time, yet bound by an unbreakable celestial thread. This is the story of Alara and Liam. Alara was an astronomer. Her soul, it seemed, was woven from the very nebulae she so lovingly watched each night. She lived in a future where city lights had all but erased the stars from the sky, a world that had turned its back on the universe. But not Alara. In the quiet hum of her high-tech observatory, perched atop the highest peak, she was a lone sentinel under the vast, stardusted canvas. To her, the stars weren't just distant balls of fire. They were old friends, storytellers whispering secrets across light years. She would spend her nights tracing the constellations. Not just with her telescope, but with her heart. A strange sense of nostalgia would wash over her as she charted stars she had never seen, skies from a time long past. She felt a pull, a cosmic current tying her to a history she couldn't name, a love she couldn't place. It was a faint melody in the back of her mind, a warmth in her chest that felt ancient and profound. She would often talk to the stars, asking them about this feeling, this echo of a connection that felt more real than anything in her tangible world. Centuries before Alara lived Liam, a historian, but his history wasn't found in dusty books or scrolls. It was in the silent stones of forgotten cities. Liam felt the echoes of the past more keenly than anyone. He wandered through ancient ruins, his fingers brushing against weathered stone, feeling the lives and dreams of those who had come before him. He was drawn to the sky gazers, the ancient civilizations that built their worlds around the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. In the temples and tombs of long-lost empires, he would find symbols of celestial bodies carved into the walls. As he traced the outlines of galaxies and constellations, he felt an inexplicable connection to the people who carved them. He felt he knew them, understood their reverence for the cosmos. He often spoke to his colleagues of a different kind of history, one written not in ink, but in starlight. He believed in a love that could transcend time, a story that the universe itself was telling. He just hadn't found his chapter yet. They lived lifetimes apart, Alara in her sterile, futuristic observatory and Liam in the dusty, sun-baked ruins of the past. Yet, under the very same celestial gaze, their souls danced a timeless waltz across the ages. The same stars that Liam charted on stone tablets were the ones Alara would one day catalog in her digital archives. They were connected by this grand, cosmic narrative, each holding a piece of a story they couldn't fully comprehend. Alara would dream of ancient hands carving stars into stone, and Liam would look up at the night sky and imagine a future where someone, somewhere, was looking back, searching for the same answers he was. One night, the universe decided it was time. A meteor shower of impossible brilliance lit up the sky across all of time. It was a spectacle that defied explanation, a river of light pouring through the heavens. In her observatory, Alara watched in awe, her instruments going haywire. This was no ordinary shower. It felt like a message. As she tracked the celestial event, her heart pounding, she saw a single, shimmering fragment break away, glowing with a light she'd never seen before, and fall towards the earth. It wasn't burning up, it was descending, guided. She knew, with a certainty that defied logic, that she had to follow it. At the very same moment, centuries in the past, Liam was exploring a newly unearthed temple, hidden deep within a remote desert. The meteor shower raged above, casting strange, dancing shadows within the ancient structure as the starlight poured through a crack in the ceiling. It illuminated a carving on the main chamber wall that had been hidden in darkness for millennia. Liam's breath caught in his throat. It was a mural unlike any he had ever seen. It depicted two figures, their forms simple yet elegant, standing hand in hand. And above them, the sky was not filled with simple stars, but with swirling galaxies and nebulae, a perfect, artistic representation of the cosmos. As he looked closer, he saw that one figure held a lens to their eye, looking up, while the other pointed to a carving on a stone. It was a story of two sky watchers, united, guided by the fragment, which landed softly in a remote desert, glowing like a celestial beacon. Elara made a journey that felt predestined. The fragment's light led her to a place that her map said was empty, but her heart knew was her destination. It led her to the entrance of an ancient temple, partially buried by the sands of time. It was the very same temple Liam was exploring. As Elara stepped inside, the light from the fragment she carried merged with the starlight pouring through the oculus in the temple's roof. Liam, drawn by the new source of light, turned from the mural. Their eyes met. The air grew still. Thick with the weight of 1,000 lifetimes, it was not a meeting, but a reunion. The astronomer from the future and the historian from the past stood face to face, bathed in an ethereal, cosmic glow. There were no words, no need for introductions. In his eyes, she saw the ancient ruins and the sun-baked earth. In her eyes, he saw the shimmering nebulae and distant galaxies. They saw the reflection of 1,000 shared lifetimes, of a love story written in the stars, a story that had finally been remembered on Earth. The stars, the silent keepers of their story, the patient weavers of their fate, had finally brought them back together. And as they stood there, in the heart of the ancient temple, they slowly reached out and took each other's hands, their fingers intertwined as if they had done so 1,000,000 times before. The mural on the wall seemed to glow a little brighter, a silent testament to their reunion. They knew, in that single, perfect moment, that even when forgotten by the world, even when separated by the vast expanse of time, their love was never lost. It was always remembered and always protected by the stars. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this cosmic love story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more tales from the universe.